Second mistake, expecting love to be automatic, not intentional. See, in the honeymoon phase, things feel easy in that first few months, right? It just flows and all the things. And that's because your hormones are doing half of the work for you. They're taking on half of the battle. But once things stabilize, that's when love becomes a choice, not just a dopamine, organic, and impulsively driven thing. And that's when too many people start coasting. They stop planning intentional time. They stop checking in emotionally. They stop appreciating each other, or at least showing that they do. But relationships aren't microwaves. You don't just press start and walk away. No, you have to stay in that kitchen and keep your sleeves rolled up and get to work. You have to keep on working. And what is that work? Well, that work is I need to be learning my partner's love language, right? Really wanting to understand it to the T and making sure I'm doing a good job at articulating, expressing, and teaching them how I need to be loved, right? This is crucial because when you're going off all the dopamine in the honeymoon phase, it's all great and amazing, and you're naturally doing a lot of stuff, and you should naturally be seeing that you share some of the same kind of love languages because that's where some of that chemistry kind of plays in there, right? But you need to have more intentional, direct articulation of what you need and what's required. Because it's easy that after you get out of a state of being excited all the time and giddy for somebody, that if you weren't actually ever told the things verbally, so you've heard it and you got to put it in your mind and start bringing it into your subconscious as to what they need and what they like and what they want in order to feel loved by you, and you've done the same thing, then it's easy to stop doing things that maybe the other person needs, that they require, but they haven't verbalized to you, but you just happen to naturally be doing it because you're out of raw excitement. But when you have to start being more intentional about cultivating this love and building it and making it sustainable, that requires more of that intellectual thought with your heart involved. But your heart's not just running the show like it was in the honeymoon phase. So you have to be more intentional about, okay, what do they need? And do I know what they need? And how, consciously aware and intentional have I been about making that a part of my life, part of my routine now? And how well have I done a job at making sure I acknowledge them whenever they show those things to me? Whenever they do pour love into me that loves me the way I need to be loved? How well do I tell them that's it right there? That's how you do it. That's how I need it. How well have I gone and told them the adjustments maybe I kind of need from them in ways where I'm not being loved the way I need to be loved, right? How well have I identified, operated, giving space for them to love on me how they love, and me doing the same, and then finding the blend in the middle, right? That's an intentional process that requires conscious thought and requires you to be curious enough to go discover and learn about your partner to make sure you have all the information accurately document it for yourself. So you know you're doing the right things and you know that they are aware of what to do the right things for you.